Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share my 2-year Sisterlock journey with you. This is an update on what has been going on for the last 2 years with my Sisterlocks. Things that I love, things that I would do differently, things that you shouldn't do. So I'm going to share that all with you, and then in the end, I'm going to give you a close-up of what my hair is looking like. And one of my videos you guys really love is what will happen if you do not braid and band. Well, you are supposed to for 6 months to a year. According to most theories, I only did so for about 3 months, and I first experimented with free washing at the 2-month mark. And here we are. So this will be a great idea for you in terms of what to expect if you do minimal braiding and banding. So my name is Jody Mosley. I have lots of videos on the initial stages of my Sisterlocks, getting them established, the routine that I do and all of that, but I will update you in this video as well. Alright, so I got my hair retied today. I do that every 4 weeks, so I just want to back up a little bit and show you what my hair looked like prior to getting it retied and talk a little bit about my wash day routine. Hey friends, I'm fresh out of the shower. I wanted to show you what my hair looks like when it is wet after I've done my wash day, and also I'm on my way to do my retie, so I kind of want to give you the before and the after. So this is the before. I've been using this Head and Shoulders tea tree infused shampoo and conditioner in one. I also use the conditioner too though. But anyway, I've been using this for the longest time, and this is what saves my scalp from being flaky and itchy and a total mess. I'll talk more about this later, but just wanted to introduce it here. And then I also use this Miel Deep Conditioner. Depending on how dry my hair is feeling, I will let this sit on my hair for 15 minutes, put a little plastic cap over it. And then after I've washed and rinsed, I use, oh, get one of these bottles. These are amazing. They're the continuous misty type bottle. They're amazing. They're on Amazon. Maybe like $9. I'll link it for you in the description. So in here, I put distilled water or bottled water or filtered water. You don't want to use just your tap water because it's very drying and very harsh for your hair. So I blend my essential oils into the water, and that is what I use to kind of mist my hair. This is how I refresh my hair daily as well. I'll talk more about that later. And I mist in one product. Let me show you. And the fourth product I use is the Miel White Peony Leave-In Conditioner. This is just to keep my hair from being dry and staticky. So this is a nice lightweight leave-in. And I still, when I spray it, the top broke off. But anyway, I spray it. I'll add a little of my solution to it so it's not too heavy. And I'll blend that into my hair, and that will keep my hair from being too frizzy and staticky and just makes it overall really nice. Alright, so I need to get to my appointment, but let me just show you what my hair looks like before. So I haven't had a retie in over 4 weeks. You can see you're not seeing my scalp as much anymore. Got a lot of new growth along the edges here. A lot of new growth. The lines are not clean. But I still like how it looks. Like if I needed to style my hair now and go out, I would just leave it like this. I don't mind it at all. I think it's still really pretty. So the main difference is that the scalp and the lines are not showing. They're not sharp and clean. And that's what we're going to work on right now. So that's how that looks. All right. So let's hop in the car after I get dressed and head to my appointment, and I'll check back in with you guys. Hey friends, checking in. My hair is all retied. Took just under 2 hours. So now I'm grabbing a quick bite at Chick-fil-A. Then I'll go get my eyebrows done, and then I'm gonna go home and get ready for dinner tonight. It is my husband's birthday and we're going out, so I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing, and we're gonna get dolled up, and then I'll tell you all the rest about my journey so far with my Sisterlocks. Alright guys, so here I am. My hair is retied and pretty, and I'm kind of dressed up because I am going out to dinner for my husband's birthday. So let's go ahead and dive into all the goodies that I have picked up along the way. And I have notes on my phone because I filmed this video before and it was kind of choppy. I felt like I was rambling a little bit, so I have notes. I'm gonna follow my notes and we'll stick to it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you have locks and you want to share some gems with us, go ahead and put them in the comments too. And if you're enjoying this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. The next thing I will be showing you is probably more of a in-depth how I care for my locks, or if you have questions, you let me know what you want to see next. But let's get into the notes, guys. So I've had my locks for about 2.5 years. Well, more like 2 years and 3 months. I got them established June 17th of 2021. Yeah, so we're 2 years into the journey. Some things you should not do. There's really one major one for me, and that is I would not recommend you color your hair prior to getting your locks established. Now, I know in my previous videos and in the previous advice we have heard is if you're going to want color, go ahead and get that color done no less than 2 months before your lock date, or even longer than that before you begin, or wait 1 year after your locks are established to go ahead and do the color. Well, what I have found is that color, as we know, right? Colored hair requires a lot of care. It needs a lot of moisture. It needs to be conditioned and really taken care of. And those are things you are not supposed to be doing when you have newly locked hair. So what you're going to find is you have colored hair that needs to be treated and moisturized, but you have new locks that you're not supposed to be moisturizing. And what that is going to lead to is a lot of shedding, a lot of breakage, and just your hair will not grow. Well, it will grow, but you're going to have not much retention of that length, and so your hair will not appear that long for a long time. So for example, with me, when I first started my locks, it was only a little bit shorter than how it looks now. It was much thinner. It wasn't like nice and full like this, but it had some length to it. And what happened was the colored ends of my hair were really dry and eventually just started to break, especially when I started to swim. So I'll show you some pictures of right before I started swimming. This was at the 6-month mark of having my Sisterlocks established. They were beginning to mature. They looked really good. But once I added swimming into the mix, I was swimming 3 times a week, and all of that chlorine and everything, and not being able to truly penetrate my hair with moisture and deep conditions and all of that, my hair started to break and I lost a lot of the colored part that I started with. Matter of fact, the only thing left of that is the super light ends that you see. Those very, very blonde bleached ends. That is what I started with 2 years ago. So all of this is new hair. On top of that though, 1 year ago, I retouched my roots, which was fine. I had no problem with retouching my roots because at that time I was 1 year in, so my hair was a lot stronger now, a lot more mature, so it handled the retouch really well. So what you're seeing that is black is how much it has grown since that retouch, which was last year, July 2022, and now we are in September of 23. So I'm not gonna go ahead and retouch it just yet. I want to allow it to keep on growing in, but just to give you some dimension as to what my growth journey has looked like. Had I left my hair black and not colored it at all, I would have retained all of the length I started with and my hair would be much longer now. That being said, one of my favorite things about my hair is the color. I love the dimension in the look, and so it's kind of like you have to choose. But I think maybe waiting the 1 year when your locks are mature is a better way to go than coloring before starting. So I would choose that as the option if you really, really want color. So what am I doing to care for my hair? It's really, really simple. Compared to having my fro out, caring for locks is super easy. So once I got over the braiding and banding, which was the hardest part, or like it was annoying, you know, you don't want to do it. Once I got over that, the routine became super simple. So what I'm doing now is what I was doing like 18 months in. I'm using, and I showed you a little bit of that, so I'm using the Head and Shoulders line, and that is because one of the side effects for me of having locks was my hair was exceptionally dry. My scalp was so itchy, like I had very, very flaky, itchy scalp. And I never had that prior to having locks, but sometimes my entire scalp would turn white, and if I shook my hair like this, it would just be flaking everywhere. So the Head and Shoulders is what has been working for me. And I know that it works because I have stopped using it, and then within 2 weeks, that would happen again. So the only time my scalp is fully healthy is when I am using the Head and Shoulders line. And I use both the shampoo and the conditioner for that. Even though the shampoo is a 2-in-1, I add the conditioner as well. I love for my locks to be on the softer side and really fluffy and saturated. So I also use the Miel Deep Conditioner. So depending on how much time I have, I will leave it on and let it sit, but I never let it sit more than 30 minutes because the locks are still soft, and as you can see, my ends haven't fully matured, and they're probably never going to, and that's okay because I like the look of them, which leads me to another point. A lot of people want to have curly ends, and I did too, and in the beginning I would do things to manipulate my hair thinking it was going to make the ends stay curly. But for the most part, your hair will stay curly on the ends naturally on its own, and you won't have to do anything extra in order to achieve that effect. The next thing I do for care, let me just touch on the oils I use in that bottle real quick. I'm using lavender, tea tree oil, rosemary oil, and a splash of peppermint. Those oils are great. They promote growth. They promote a healthy scalp. They create fullness in your hair. Essential oils are really good, and I use really nice pure ones that I find on eBay, and I will link them for you in the description box. I think we might find them on Amazon too, so I'll put that link as well. And I showed you the spray bottle. It is phenomenal. It mists all over your head. It is amazing. So that's what I'm doing for care, as well as the Miel leave-in conditioner. I just use a little bit of it. It just helps to make my hair feel soft and help with that kind of static through the locks. It makes it possible to run your fingers through it without picking up too much static and causing shedding. So that's why I do that. And I always tie my hair with a satin scarf at night, or sleep in some type of a satin lined bonnet, because again, if your hair is on the drier side and you're sleeping, you're tossing and turning, and it creates that friction, it might lead to breakage and shedding as well. So we don't want that. So that's what I'm doing for care. So overall, guys, I have enjoyed my lock journey. I still have lock goals, right? Like, this isn't the goal. There are so many things I would like to achieve, but so far I have really enjoyed everything. It has come a long way. And even though I've had a lot of breakage between now and last year, my hair has grown so much. And I'll show you some pictures of a wedding I went to last September. My hair was way short. And now we're September of this year, 1 year difference. This is how it's looking. So I'm very, very, very happy with that. I really enjoy the freedom, the ability to wash and go, truly wash and go, and not having to do anything. I'm not defining curls. I'm not having to make multiple appointments to get braids done. By the way, braids are so expensive these days. So really, really love the freedom. I've grown into it. I think I've gotten past my ugly stage. I don't think I'm too ugly, right? So all of that, I really, really enjoy it. It's growing, it's full. I like where the color is now. I am going to touch up the roots again, but I'm gonna wait until about January. So I'll give it another 6-ish months, and then I'll touch up the roots, and it will all be the color of this middle part. And so yeah, guys, super easy, super, super happy I did it. Wish I had done it sooner. Let me get close up, show you what it looks like. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments, share your journey with me. And here we go. All right, friends, so first let me show you the locks that I showed you earlier that had come undone. You can see they're back together now. I think this is one of them. Can't even tell. But anyway, and these two are new locks that I got along as the way as well. I didn't have those when I first started. So you can see my hairline was able to grow out, and so I got 2 new locks added. Let's see if we could pick up some individual locks. That's about the size of them. By the way, I have 300 locks exactly, We did the count together on this channel in one of my Get Ready With Me videos. So that's about how it looks. I do have very full hair and my roots are full, so even though I got a retie today, the scalp, the lines are clean, but you can still see it's super full. You can part it anywhere. I can just pick up and go through it. And no matter where I part it, I'm going to have a great clean line. I have changed locticians along the way. I've told you that in a previous video. And it doesn't matter. Every Sisterlock technician knows the procedure and follows along. So once your hair was established properly, you can always go to someone new. You can even learn how to retie your hair yourself, but I'm not interested in that. So that's basically how it looks along the way. There we are. And let's look at the back. Alright friends. So that's the back. Hopefully you guys can see okay, because I don't know how it's looking from back there. Okay guys, I wanted it parted on this side for tonight. Let me try to find it. I think that was where it was at. Yep. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out to dinner. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching this video. Thank you guys for your support. To my old subbies, thank you so much. I'm really trying to get back on the boat, but that is another video and we will talk about that another time. Have a great weekend, friends, and see you in another video.